do it for the people. I do it for the love of it. I do it for the culture. I do it for the people. I do it for the love of it. My people build pyramids of light and the filament. Our light is heaven sent. That's right, we intelligent. Better tell the president the culture at his residence.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Aisia Townes, and thank you for staying with us. This is part 3 of 1 and 2 of Creating Creations, exploring the minds and talents of Black independent artists. I have with me Nomad, Deuce on Air, and Taywall, all of Cleveland. I hope you guys have been enjoying part 1 and 2. Let's get right into part 3. Let's get it done. We're going to be talking about a few things: supporting Black businesses and Black artists, and why has there been a problem for all these years. We're also going to talk about a few other things, like if you're born in 88 and 89, if you are a 80s or 90s baby.
Right.
Hey, I'm on live, so listen really quick. Everybody that's on live, if you're born in 89 or 88,
y'all hear this shit?
Are you considered a 90s baby or 80s baby? For Special Occasions has just joined us. Cheryl Broom has just joined us.
So
Nate Stokes has just joined us.
So can I ask my live?
Can you actually go ahead and ask your live?
So everybody on my live, if you on my live right now,
Battle of the Live,
answer this question. If you was born in the 80s, if you was born in 88 or 89, are you considered a 80s baby or a 90s baby?
I have a response.
What they say?
I was born in 88, so yeah, I'm an 80s baby, and that is For Special Occasions CEO. She responded with that.
Right.
I feel like the centuries are, the decades are where you grew up in. She grew up. Mind you, I'm rocking Rocco's Modern Life. I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 1990.
See, that's what I'm saying. Me and you are different.
Boy!
We're different. I am. Yes. Listen, if it was a line that said 80s babies or 90s babies, your ass would be in the 90s babies line.
I feel like
I would be in the 80s babies line, but I'll be at the end.
You're going to be at the very end.
Right, but you're going to be at the front.
Hey, come on, come with it.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm with the OGs. You with the
boy, bye. He trying to come for my 90s.
I'm just saying, I'm keeping it 100.
Get out of here. So,
look, everybody saying 80s babies. Everybody saying 80s. If you was born in 1989, 88, you were 80s baby.
But you know nothing about the 80s. You grew up in the 90s.
You grew up in the 90s, but you was born in the 80s. You was a baby. Nah, if you was born in the 90s, you grew up in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
So,
baby, 1990. She was 19.
I'm 1990.
Actually, you was both.
I was both.
He was 2 in 1990.
Definitely was 2 in 1990.
She said except for the 90s babies. See, we have the 70s. So the 70s, 79, you're considered a 70s baby?
Yes.
Because you're a baby.
Oh, so.
Are you kidding me?
But you was a 78.
I'm an 80s baby. That is close.
But you was 78.
You're a 70s baby.
You a 70s baby.
No, there's no. See, you trying to do a double.
He was born in the 70s.
If you were born,
to experience the 70s.
You didn't.
So you're a 90s babies. Get the fuck out of
I'm a 90s child.
You're a 90s babies. Ashley, when
I'm a 90s child.
CEO of For Special Occasions.
So what if you're born in the middle?
Huh?
What if you're born in the middle, like a 95 or 85? What are you?
You're a 90s baby.
You that middle, yeah.
How?
You're a 90s baby.
How? If you're born in 85, you knew what was going on.
You're a
between
90s
85. Yeah, I knew a lot. I knew a lot when I was 95. Back in 95, I can tell you what happened in 95.
I can tell you what happened in 95. That's why you're a 90s baby.
Because you was a baby in the 80s. Right. And you was a baby in the 79, too.
So
you both.
Rod, what up, bro?
So here. Somebody was born in the 70s. She said, but I consider myself what?
80s baby.
The most formative with the 80s because she probably was born in 79, like you.
78.
78.
He older than that.
Okay, so, bruh, listen. We have reached the final say. If you are born in the 88, 89, sweetheart, you are a 90s baby. Deal with it. If you were born in 78, 79, sweetheart, you are 80s babies. So on and so forth. If you were born in the year 1999
17.
to the 2000s, you are
17.
the 2000. Is it the 2000s, baby? Who was born in 73?
Tupac.
He was born in
Tupac was 25 when he. This nigga was like 16 when Tupac
He was
died.
an 80s baby.
Yeah, I was 16.
He had to be. Tupac was an 80s baby.
Man, I know, bruh. I know. I rap, bruh. This is what I do.
Okay, so it's been official that you are a 90s baby. Congratulations. Welcome.
Oh, my God. Listen. I'm definitely listening.
Welcome.
Shout out to the 90 babies, though.
Shout out to the 90s baby.
Brandy,
Rocco's
what up?
Modern Life. I have my shirt on right
Asia,
now.
what's good?
Okay, here we go. We got some responses. If you were born in the beginning of the decade, boom,
There
then
you go.
you're that year's baby. But if you were born
At the
in the
end.
middle of the decade, then you grew up in the following decade, meaning you technically, she said, I'm an 80s baby. Sweetheart, you were born in 88.
He old.
88 means you grew up in the 90s.
Pac like 43.
That's the end. We got our main response right here. And that's it.
He's officially a 70s baby.
Listen, and that's just what it is. All right, so let's talk.
And Jay-Z was born
I'm glad-
before both of them niggas.
I'm glad we got that out the way, and we've made it
Jay-Z was
official
born in
that
1969. So Jay-Z's a 60s baby. Jay-Z was born the year after Martin Luther King died.
shut up.
Jay-Z was born the year after Martin Luther King died. I know my history.
December 4th.
I should have been a history teacher.
So, but he's
should
a
have been a
70s
history
baby.
teacher.
He's a 70s
Jay-Z
baby.
is that
Jay-Z's
much
a
older than
70s.
him. He is though.
Wow, that's crazy.
That nigga got he damn near 10 years older than him.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, let's get to it. Let's go. The bottom line of the situation is if you were born at the end of the decades, like 88 or 89, you are considered a 90s baby. 78, 79, you're an 80s baby.
Right.
69 and 68, my brother Jay-Z is a 70s baby.
So Cube and Jay-Z the same age.
Q was born in
80s babies. 80s babies in the
That shit crazy.
What?
Q was born in 69. You still a baby in the 70s because you're gonna be 2.
Oh,
You would be 2 and 70. You know what I mean? You was born in 69.
sorry, y'all.
69 and 70. Okay.
69 and 70. Okay.
You was a baby. At 2, you still what? Consider what?
You're a baby.
Okay. So you was still a baby. So that constantly
So, boom.
would make you
Donnie.
a 70s baby. That would make you a 90s
Jay-Z
baby.
is a
'cause you was
70s
still
baby.
a baby.
Jay-Z is a 70. Donnie,
Jay-Z is
Donnie's
70s
a
baby.
win-win.
He
You
was
are
baby.
a 90s babies. Congratulations. Welcome.
I'm at 88.
You're a 90. All right, let's move on. We're moving right along. We got that out the way. If you have any comments or questions, hit us up because it's real.
That is.
So let's get into the meat of the show.
You still got a car seat.
Let's
No,
get
you
let's
don't.
get it. Let's get into the meat of the
I was
show.
a big 7-year-old then. Go ahead.
You silly. If you
sitting in my
if
damn
you're
car seat at
7-year-old,
100 pounds.
if you're 7 years old in a car seat, maybe you're small.
To be 100 pounds.
My nephew was
How
small.
old you have to? How many pounds you have to weigh?
50.
50. 50.
50, 55.
This nigga was 7 years old in a car seat.
I wasn't.
Oh my God.
I wasn't.
Oh, okay, cool.
I
All
was
right,
a
let's.
big-
All right, we're moving.
I was a big 7-year-old though.
Okay, we're moving right along. Let's get into it. Either way, if whatever babies you are, 70s, 80s, 90s, 60s, thousands, listen to me. We need to support each. Is it thousands when you go? Hold on.
Cool
Side
to
note.
root up, bro.
What is it called? It's when you and it's born in 2000s. You're using
Tiff, call me.
thousands, sir.
Inbox me your
thousands,
number, Tiff.
baby.
I need it.
Millennium baby.
Shay Gutter, what up?
Oh, I don't know. All right, real quick. Regardless of where you were born, we need to talk about this.
Let's talk about this. Real talk, y'all. Y'all tuning in this.
Regardless of where you were born or when you were born, you need to be supporting your own people.
Right.
And we're gonna get right into it, talking about black people supporting black people.
Jazz, what up? Black Lives Matter.
Black lives do matter, and we know that. We've been
Yeah,
knowing
straight
that.
up,
We don't.
straight
know.
up, straight up.
But here we go. So, Tay, what's your thoughts on this? Hey, everybody tuning in, please send us your thoughts of why there's been a problem with black people supporting black people as far as in business, in their artistry, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts live, Tay Wall live, Aisia Townes live. What type of music does the artist on your show do? He is a hip-hop artist. He
MC.
has a song. He's an MC. He's actually a real MC. He's not a mumble rapper. He's not a mumble rapper. We're
I
live
am
right
not
now.
a mumble rapper.
He's not a
I
mumble
can talk.
rapper. He's a
I'm a
musician.
I produce.
He
Artist.
check out his song "Truly Are." Google
Hit record.
Taewall, TAEWALL.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a few people asking for you.
Straight up. That's hot.
Okay, so listen. What's your thoughts on that?
Well,
How can we become more unified? And because
In
you
the
know
black community?
the Chinese do it, the
how could
Arabs
we be
do
more
it.
unified in
We
the
need to
black
buy-
community?
We need to buy some gas stations.
We need to unbrainwash ourselves.
How?
I really don't exactly know.
Nomad knows because he's.
I would give him the mic in a minute, but we need to brainwash ourselves from that.
Willie Lynch.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm here with you.
You can say that. I don't really know too much about the Willie Lynch. You feel me? But I do
But I will
know. I know
educate
where
you
we
right
at. You know what I'm
immediately
saying?
right now.
But I feel like that's where it's at though. Like we gotta revamp. You know what I'm saying?
Recondition.
Yeah, we gotta recondition our brain.
We have to recondition ourselves
How to
to
come
love
together.
ourselves. There's so
Yeah.
much hate,
So much hate.
self-hate. Nomad, can you speak on this, please?
But go ahead.
Stop.
So
Yeah.
what are they saying?
So no, there's some people saying stop hating each other. How can we do that though? How can we focus ourselves on ourselves to love ourselves?
It's hard. It's hard. It's gonna be. We got to start with ourselves and inside ourselves, like you said. Like we got to love ourselves. Mm-hmm. I mean, really love ourselves. Like not just us. We got to start inside and build ourselves up, and then we can love each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And far as like supporting black business, the thing is a lot of black businesses are not business like.
Okay.
And then people,
but why is that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a mind state or something. But we as black people go into the store because we know this person that owns this store or something like that, thinking we gonna get a hookup. Like I ain't gonna be able to pay for, I ain't gonna pay full price for this, that, and the third. We can't think like that. We got to go in there and do business with that business, and that business needs to conduct business like it's supposed to. So I think we could start there. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of businesses that do survive, I think, far as black businesses. And then white participants or customers do want to go in there too because they know that this black business is taking care of business. That's the problem. So when they start to fall off, that's why they lose the lease and they not in business anymore. And we not supporting them and other races probably not supporting them. So therefore it falls apart.
Okay.
That's what happens a lot here, I think, in Cleveland.
So just to piggyback on a few things that you said, how we have to get our minds together because we do. Okay. And I need everybody to write in your comments and on Tay Walls and on here. Yeah. So here's the thing. For us to go into our fellow man's store and to feel like we're going to get a discount, that's wrong.
Right.
So where that comes from is the hookup. Oh, you got me. So you mean we black? So here's the thing. For us to be strong as a people, we have to be economically strong. So we're not economically strong because we always want the hookup.
Right.
But in reality, the hookup is I'm paying full price for you because at the end of the day, this is going to grow into a corporation. Right. You can have branches, but it starts with me supporting you. Because you don't see no white man going into the white man's store saying he got $100 shoe. Oh, can I get, this? No, they pay because they know it goes full circle. Our dollar, we have almost $1 trillion in buying power. Black people alone.
Right.
We have the highest. You know why? Because we live in these low income houses. We paying $2 a rent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're paying that, and then we're going and paying $12,000 for
Escalade.
Even with the Escalades and
watches
and watches,
diamonds.
And we don't even have anything in our name.
Got nothing in our name.
All the money that we spend on these materialistic things from other people, we can be putting that back because the white dollar and the Asian American dollar, it circulates 84 84,000 times a year.
That's crazy.
Their dollar circulates within them 84,000 times a year.
Right.
And ours circulate with us 10% out of the 1 trillion. What's 10% of 1 trillion? Do the math right now. Thank you, Tay. I appreciate that. So that I mean,
actually not even good at
but
math.
it's unbelievable.
Right.
$1 trillion of our money is going elsewhere. So for us to really be pushing the culture forward, because this is our motive, and talking to the artists, this is our motive in reaching out to the community and doing what we do. We have to condition ourselves as supporters of ourselves.
Right.
We have to condition ourselves to not give ourselves up, meaning our money. How do we do that? We do that by education, I think. I don't think we were taught in school how to fund ourselves.
How many black teachers did
we
you
were
have?
lies, huh?
How many black teachers did you have growing up?
The school that I went to, the majority, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, because I was taught a lot. A lot of schools, just to be clear, a lot of schools don't have the amount of black teachers.
But then you gotta remember too, when we was in school getting taught history, we was getting taught day history.
Come on now.
You know
Tay,
what I'm
you better
saying?
come through.
I'm just
You better
saying.
come through. Come on.
I'm just saying.
That's not even our history.
That's not our history. I didn't really learn our history till I got out of college.
I just
You
learned,
feel me? Like I'm just
27.
now. I'm 28. I'm just now learning. Like, damn, this shit ain't like that.
But why? But
look
why
how
though?
look why.
Tell us why. Tell me why. Why? Because, like you said, that's not even our history.
That's just not. I mean,
and it comes with the mind, the control of the mind.
Right.
When you can control and manipulate and subjugate a person to think something that they really, it's all mind control. Right. So in reality, we have to control, recontrol, and whatever, subjugate and manipulate our minds to think the right things. Because that is right.
That's the thing. That's why I got to start. Like,
but I have a few.
What they're saying.
Can you read that to me? Can you give me?
Oh.
If we aren't satisfied with a business, we just quit supporting it.
Right.
We should be able to give honest feedback in a respectful way when we feel our establishments are not up to par.
Right.
Which is try. Thank you, Miss _Shell Broom for that, because that's real.
Well,
and for us to stop doing that, like you were saying, we stop supporting it. But I feel like even the business owners need to have the mindset. They need to be reconditioned.
Exactly.
Just like with because at one day I want you as a business owner to support my business.
Right.
I'm joking. I'm so excited. I'm choking. I'm dying, y'all. I die for my people.
Niggas is still buying Jordans. You feel me?
So let me ask you this.
People, black people.
So let me ask you this
Same
right
thing.
now. So look, do y'all know? Yeah. But that's not he funds prisons. We can get into that.
But we still supporting Jordan though.
But real quick though,
we still supporting them though.
So do you guys know about LeVar Ball and how he had those shoes and everybody, I ain't paying $200. They ain't even this, they ain't even that. If I had the money, simply because he's black, I would have bought a pair. Because it's going into.
That's what Jay-Z did.
Yeah.
I heard about Jay-Z. I would have bought a pair. So right now, really quick, I know a follower of mine, Najee Gabbana, she has clothing lines.
But why his shoe didn't stay out?
Who? S-Dot? It's still out. He said it's not
ugly, bro.
It's ugly, but it's still out though. But the point about it is he still has it. It don't matter if it's height.
He do got it. He do got it.
Yeah.
He do got it.
Yeah.
He do got it.
Do they?
It's real.
Niggas don't rock them.
What is it?
With that type of
Hold on, give me
people actually buy them. People actually went and bought them.
Bought what?
Bought his shoes.
Who S-Dot?
He had a high amount of shoes.
When I was a teenager, I bought S-Dot.
It's something online. You gotta go completely sold. Not Jay-Z.
What are you
I'm talking about LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
S-Dot
No.
Carter,
But LeVar Ball,
they
because
sold for a couple years and then he left it alone.
he still he still has it. He sold them. No, he still has
I mean,
it.
they still. I mean, you.
But the point of the matter is, regardless if his
It was
sneakers still out,
Reeboks. That was a part of Reebok.
But that's what I'm saying.
That wasn't his particular LeVar Ball. The balls have they.
It's his.
Yeah, it's his.
Not no Reebok.
It's not Reebok. It's not
Adidas.
Nike.
It's
Jordan
not-
came
it's
out
his.
with
It's
Nike and
LeVar
then became
Ball.
exactly. It's LeVar Ball.
So
it's a little
the
bit
point of the
different.
matter is, for us to move forward, like LeVar Ball, he said, y'all not about to buy me out. I'm about to do my own thing. And that's something that we need to do. Yeah. We need to do our, like we were talking about in the previous episodes, how we need to do better at not allowing people to control us, or can't nobody let you do nothing.
I feel like, one, people don't use the key to life, and the key to life is knowledge. It's like, first,
knowledge. That's knowledge. I'm telling you.
But two, I feel like from the beginning of time, even if you go biblical, it was always your mind was manipulated from Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
He was manipulated by what?
That fruit.
She was manipulated by
snake.
what?
Was it the snake?
Snake,
yeah.
Which was the devil. Mm-hmm. She was manipulated by that, and then he was manipulated by her. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I feel like it's always been that cycle, but the difference is, like, and a lot of times when things were starting to change, like when we actually got some rights that we did actually get, it came from leaders.
Yeah.
It came from, because we are still manipulated.
Yeah.
But if you believe in something and you actually know somebody that knows something and you look up to them,
there's no such thing as positive manipulation.
Exactly. Exactly. So Martin King, Malcolm X. Mm-hmm. And they stood for two separate things, but he still believed in the advancement of black people. Malcolm X even did. I'm a bigger Malcolm X fan than I am Martin Luther King. But I still respect both of them.
The goal was the same. It was just different
methods.
Approach. Yeah,
methods and approaches.
A lot of people don't know why Martin Luther King was assassinated.
They were assassinated. Like anybody that you can think of. Like even if we go Tupac with all the stuff that he did in his life.
I'm gonna tell you, dude. So can you tell me the reason why because I know the reason. Why was Martin Luther King assassinated?
Too much power.
You think so?
I think every black man that has passed in that way is what.
No, we talking about black. We ain't talking about that.
Too much power to do.
We have a viewer. It all starts with education. If we're properly educated,
knowledge
in all areas of life, then we should love and respect one another.
But having leaders that
leadership is major.
Leadership is major. It's leaders out here. There's a lot of leaders out here, but it's not leaders that can. A lot of the leaders, even the Jesse Jacksons and people that you consider leaders from the past times, is not really coordinating to the youth.
Yeah, absolutely.
The youth don't care what they talking about because they really don't understand them. So if you understand the kids, if you take that time to understand them and then try to preach them and try to get to them.
I'm glad you're saying that because this rewinds back to part 1 and 2 of how we were talking about the music industry and our responsibility. We have that platform. We're leaders. We appeal to the younger generation. They appeal to us. The ones before us and above us, they appeal to us. So with that knowledge that we have, this is how we control the narrative because we appeal to the younger generation.
Exactly. Leaders.
And please write us. Let us know how we can control the narrative as in pushing a culture forward on Taywall _the Aisia Townes at FDLCEO and at Deuce on Air on Instagram. Thank you. Please, no man.
Yeah. So I think the key. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably going off on the whim, my little militant mind sometimes,
which is fine.
The key is for real to stop being scared and talk.
Fear will paralyze you.
That's what. You know what I'm saying? Pac wasn't scared to die for what he stood for. You know, all these people that love Pac and want to be thug life, these niggas are scared.
Very scared.
The problem is Jesse Jackson, I'm not, okay. I don't want to be name calling and saying niggas are scared. But I'm thinking,
but scared.
I feel like people are scared to stand for something. Stand for something. Like even these rappers and stuff, y'all standing for money, but that's not nothing to stand on for real. That's a temporary motivation.
Yeah.
If you know it. If you know it or not, if you took business, money is temporary. It's always temporary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need that. You need to stand for something. Stand for your people. Or you fall for anything, right?
We have to stop allowing the white establishment to pick our leaders for us and fund them. That's something that we must do. I need Jay-Z. I need Russell Simmons. I need a few other people to fund us. You understand what I'm saying? Versus the no. I'm saying they do a lot. They do. Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
We're talking about behind the scenes funding. We're talking about behind the scenes funding for these leaders. We don't want any white fundamentalists. We don't want that.
Martin Luther King wasn't scared. Malcolm X wasn't scared. Mm-hmm. They went at the same goal, two different approaches. I said they wasn't.
They wasn't scared.
They was never scared.
Real quick, somebody asked about the death of Martin Luther King. Real quick, Martin Luther King, he was fine all them years when he was marching quiet and silently. But that night in Selma when he spoke about what they needed, when he realized, after he talked to Malcolm and everything like that, and a few other events occurred, he talked to a church full of people, and he told them, we have to take our money elsewhere. And when the white man got ear of that, that's when they murdered him. They could have murdered him several times. They could have killed him in jail. But when they start talking about that money, but when you telling these people that y'all can create your own stuff, which we can,
right?
You have to be annihilated.
Right.
So that is why Martin Luther King was murdered.
Right.
That is why he was murdered in cold blood.
Right.
That is why his life was taken. Not because he's talking about peace and stuff. When he started talking about that economical power that we have right now, that we don't take advantage of, there's a problem.
But that's the key point.
They want us to have that separation. They want us to have. They
needed that separation. They wanted that separation to continue.
Yeah, but that's the key point.
They wanted that.
That's why the NFL's mad. This is why they're mad. It's all about money.
It's all about money. They weren't saying nothing when the Raiders was cool, but now that ain't nobody watching. Oh, you niggers better get on up off your knees, or I'ma hang you, nigger.
Right,
man. Whatever.
They taking the knee. It's not even during the game.
It's not even.
What
during
the fuck
the game.
You mad about, son?
Why are you so mad?
Why don't you mad about, son?
Because your money is being.
Let me tell you why I'm mad, son.
And this is why I feel like we need our own. We need our own shit. We need our own stuff.
Right.
Because when we have the funds, I personally don't have the funds. If one of y'all got the funds right now to fund our own arenas and our own basketball league and football, holla at me. But give me a secret code because I don't know they don't want us to have our money.
I don't think it's a lot.
Hit me up.
Even powerful enough to do it. I feel like we need more Barack Obamas, like more people like that more of that.
But to be honest with you, I don't want to.
I don't want it to come from a hip hop person.
It don't have to come from hip hop, but just in
it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter where it came from. The point is
that's true.
These people have financial influence, but I think personally, you let a few niggas get money, but you really, I still have control.
Mm-hmm. That's
Jay-Z had said,
I ain't gonna hang you. I'm gonna give you
Jay-Z, Beyonce together is worth $1 billion together. But it's somebody that's worth $20 billion. It's another man that's letting them sell these records worth that $20 billion. Do you understand? Like, I think my father, matter of fact, said it that. Shaq say he's rich and he's wealthy, but the nigga, the guy who owned the team is the wealthiest.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So we got to create that wealth. We don't have that wealth to go down, and they really can't. They're rich. These people are rich, but they can't do much.
Preach. Somebody said preach.
Yeah.
They had to play the game. People like Shaq like that, they had to play the game before they could even get to the point where they could be like, maybe I will be the, you know what I'm saying? We didn't grow up. A lot of black people didn't get a car when they turned 16. Right. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't have that hand-me-down at all. It is a systematic thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the Panthers was trying to do. Mm-hmm. The Panthers was trying to give lunches so people that ain't have nothing can eat. Black people that have businesses.
That's right.
And this and that, and freedom of arms and the things that was all the rights. And then they got washed off. You know what I'm saying? Basically washed away.
How can we get the Panthers back?
It just has to be leaders. It has to be a leader that has the boss. Not just the boss. That power. Like that power. More of that power. Like I don't honestly think that Jay has that power. Jay got a lot of power. But I don't think Jay has that power. I think the biggest person that had that power was Barack Obama.
You think so?
And then at that, like he was at that point in time, he had that power, but he still had to play. He still had to do what? He still had to play a game.
Because he was president.
He still had to play a game, or he was gonna get impeached.
One second. We forgot that from Miss _ Shell Broom. We forgot that Martin and Malcolm weren't alone. Each had a team of leaders. And that's what we need. A team, not just one leader, behind the scenes, helping to organize and make it happen.
Just like
we need teams.
Organize that team of leaders. Exactly.
But
this ain't.
But the thing is, we got to have teams. We got to be together, and that's exactly right. You got to have a team of leaders. But when Malcolm got knocked off, the next nigga should have stepped up. And when Malcolm got immediately like, oh yeah, I'm taking over.
It was arguing.
Yeah.
It was Farrakhan.
Right.
The next one that they had in line for that.
Right.
And they was
But
arguing.
but Martin, who Martin had? Jesse Jackson, right?
He went for president.
He just
tried.
But that what does that mean? That means nothing. I feel like
It doesn't,
because we gonna fight. We gonna fail a couple times, but the consistency and the persistency is what's important.
I am somebody.
Right.
Preaching to kids saying I am somebody. You don't think that man was trying? That man was trying. To the best of his ability, he was trying. He was doing nigga shit at the same time.
Yeah.
Excuse my French, because I mean, people still do what they do.
And that's around when that crack era, when we were fed crack, and we were put in jail for our addiction.
Right.
We wasn't put. You know, this opiate stuff they just put. We were fed crack and then placed in jail.
Right.
So that was around that time. However,
Right.
but we're so resilient. We are a people of resilience.
Right.
We are a people of strength.
Right.
But we're also a people of fear because of what we've been through.
Exactly.
That last aspect of our existence is what we need to overcome. We can only overcome that
That's
with
what I'm
knowledge,
saying, the fear.
education, and the unity.
The fear.
Because the resilience and the strength will trump that fear.
Right.
No pun intended. That trust me,
Right.
believe
Trump
that.
that fear.
No, yeah. You know, we'll trump that
can
fear,
Obama that fear.
if we could get our minds together. Together individually and communitatively. You know what I'm saying? My phone is dying, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna head.
Yeah, live will kill your phone.
Yeah,
My phone about to
it's
die in a
definitely
minute, too.
it's definitely on a murder scene.
Yeah. But yeah, that presidency.
Okay.
That
No,
shit
it was
don't
not
even matter no
Farrakhan.
more,
It was
man.
Wallace. Wallace D. Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad's eldest son.
Oh, and Trump is your president.
Just real quick, let's just clear that up. It was not Farrakhan that had
So it
Martin
mattered
killed.
back then.
It was Wallace Muhammad. Yeah.
Never.
Somebody in the
Just quote me. I never said that he had him killed, but I said he was next in line with the nation.
Yeah.
He was the next speaker in line with the nation.
Mm,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. Malcolm left the nation.
Yeah, he was. And and Farrakhan came through, and I follow Farrakhan. All right, peace and love. Listen,
I
continue to
follow
follow.
Muhammad Gandhi.
I'm posting some other stuff. My phone is dying. He said, correct that, brother. He corrected it. All right, thank you guys. Peace and love, everybody.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah,
Muhammad
but
Gandhi.
we're still recording on the podcast.
Niggas die over that every day, bro. You better chill.
You better get that.
Because I ain't said
Don't see. That's what we talking about now. Don't misquote, nigga. That break up the unity and support of black business. No. So yeah, I'm just glad to have everybody out here. We're having a great time. We are
I'm
moving,
done with y'all.
and we're loving it. Thank you for thank you,
My live was
Tay Walls.
going, man.
I know it was going. But back to our subject.
Damn,
This
I
is
got
part
116
2.
views on this one.
Fear is a big thing.
We this fear is a big.
Fear is a big thing. But until you have that power, it's no way for you to not be still play. You have to play the game. You have to still
I
take
feel like
some
with the
steps.
with the proper backing, I think fear can't. No, I think fear can be
You gotta play the game. And
disputed because we have that leader. But then you see how many people.
But he hit the key earlier. He hit the key earlier about knowledge. You too. You know, talking about education.
Absolutely.
So that's gonna be
not just in school.
fear. I mean, knowledge basically creates bravery.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that knowledge, if you know what's going to happen, you know your back and you know your rights. You know, people out there get pulled over by the police and they know their rights. You're not scared to talk to the police at that point.
No.
When you know your rights, right?
No.
So knowledge is going to be the key.
And that's the knowledge.
The key to knowing.
really good
The key to
analogy.
life. The key to life is knowledge.
That was a really good analogy.
And that will bring no fear and bring power. And people are scared of power.
And my thing is
How do you get power?
knowledge.
My knowledge.
Just knowledge.
Yes.
First and foremost.
Knowledge is the most.
But you can get that for free.
That's true.
You get that for free.
That's true.
Most other power,
true.
financial
You can get on
power,
Google anytime,
you know,
you
it
get
takes
knowledge.
money to
You
get
just gotta
money,
read
right?
and research.
It takes money to get money,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So that type of
With
power,
knowledge, you know how to
financial
get a grant.
power, huh?
With knowledge, you know how to get a grant.
Right.
You know how to get a business. You know
Right.
how to get everything. I agree with you saying. That's why I asked the question. That,
Right.
That definitely is.
You
number
said
one.
it. You said it, man. I think that's
definitely-
it.
But
That's the key.
sometimes, that is a key. But you also, to earn knowledge, you gotta also be able to pick off people's brains. Like, just like you said that, I'm like, hey, you right. Like, I'm able to pick off what you're saying and pick off your brain and be open.
But you have to have that
enough to
mindset.
accept.
That comes with a mindset.
So
See, what you
that's
just did,
knowledge.
what
You
you just did came with a mindset. A
Exactly.
mindset of I want to know. Tell me something that I may not know.
Exactly.
But everybody don't have that mindset.
So
'Cause
to learn,
niggas
you
been,
have to always be open enough to learn everything, and
Say
then
that.
form your opinion from yourself.
So to respond to that thing is we've been trained to hate each other. We've been trained to nigga, you don't know nothing. Versus tell me what you know,
That's
so we
because
can
of the
put that
slaves.
shit
That's
together.
because when they were slaves, they made them separate. They put them they put them against each other a lot of time, and
But they
like
gotta-
they sold them off.
But they
split
gotta
up
be willing-
families. Like that started from there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They got to be willing to give out that knowledge. See, I was just explaining this to Tay.
Like keeping shit secret.
Right.
Why?
That's why these niggas here, or period. I'm pretty sure this ain't just random here in Cleveland. The artists, why they feel like everybody
It's
keep
black
holding them
community,
down.
period.
I just think, period. We got to be able to give knowledge to this young blood, man. This young dude, man. Like, I'm not scared to tell people, you know, what they should know, how I got this, how I got that.
Me neither.
Because actually, that dude can probably take shit. My brother been running with the shit I've been giving him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You weren't afraid to show
I
him.
wasn't afraid
the
to
rope.
show him. Not just him though. My partner John Doe, I give him knowledge. He not even my blood. That's my nigga though. You know what I'm saying? I give him knowledge. Anybody that
that's
I
the
feel
thing.
that deserve it for real come, and they come to me for real and they ready to learn. They will get the knowledge from me.
So let me say something while we're on that. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know I gotta stop that.
Even us saying
I'm
nigga.
not telling you to because I use it because it's what we got from the neighborhood. Nigga, like the N word, like, you know what I'm saying. You will have to bleep that out, but that part me saying it.
No, I won't.
The N word, like the N word is definitely like that comes from something. That wasn't like that was something. That's something that somebody took. And
That's
like,
a
hey, I'm gonna
derogatory.
flip it, and we gonna use it. And
We've
we gonna
done that.
forget them. But it's still
But
the
real-
same word that we got from them using it to degrade us.
So real quick, right before we hit the nigga
But we
word.
still use it because it's from a neighborhood.
Right, but real quick before we hit nigga, back to what Nomad was saying about how we should share knowledge with another, regardless of what we're doing. Like, if you have a shoe company and you see another black person with a shoe company, why can't you just share with them? So to piggyback, I've said it several times that there are several The Culture podcasts. So I took it upon myself. I'm not going to say which one. Google whatever one you think it may be. I hit up one like, hey, I'm just starting. This was, I had just started in August. And this was in September when I went to New York. And I was traveling. I met some people down in Atlanta on my thing. And they was like, oh, I hadn't heard of another one. Now, I followed them. I hit them up like, hey, I have a Culture podcast. We have the same name. I think I've heard some of your stuff. I didn't really, but they're black. So I'm like, it got to be dope. Whatever. So I was like, hey, via DM. And I was like, hey, it was a bunch of guys. Maybe because I was a female. I don't know. But I was like, hey, you in a Culture podcast. I'm Culture podcast. You're in Detroit. I'm in Cleveland. Like, look, I think it'll be dope if we can maybe possibly come together on some type of project and promote one another. They had about 9K followers. And the response was, oh, I don't do that.
But you know why?
I thought that was pretty, at that time, being that it was in the beginning, I was just like, I could have taken it a different way. No. I could have taken it personal. However, this is my dream. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Whatever platform I'm supposed to be on, I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing right now.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I took it as, okay, when I get to a certain level, I'm going to hit you up again and think, like, what the fuck? Are you interested now?
And that's dope. Because
that's what, because I'm gonna rub that. I'm gonna screenshot it. I send it to my email
as well. Like, I'm not going to just like, well, I'm not gonna say that, but because I work with people and try to help build them and build their buzzes and build their brands and show them the ropes and put them in the right direction. But a lot of times, it's when you don't know somebody, it's hard to work with somebody.
And that's true. I've learned that too.
Beneficial.
I've learned that too.
It has to benefit me and benefit you. Like if you just taking, it just don't match. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I'm giving you stuff and you can't really give me nothing back, but just being like,
I think it should. Yeah, I think
it
should.
Don't really.
Yeah,
it's not gonna help me.
And then I actually
help you more than help me. So we got to figure out how to be on the same level, or like you.
So
said,
I was interested in us, conversing and talking about how can we. Coming from 2 different states, 2 different cities, how can we both have the name The Culture Podcast, how can we unify on maybe a project to promote one another? You know what I'm saying? And that was my mindset. I want to do this organically. I'm not trying to just get random followers. What I'm doing, my movement needs to be organic because the love for my people is organic. I don't need any bought followers or anything like that. However, I thought it would have been dope if, and just to be, and it still will be.
They was probably scared. That's the other scared.
Fear,
the fear of you blowing up bigger than them.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
I mean, to keep it real, and that's the problem here with the artists. That's the problem. You scared that this nigga gonna be bigger than you.
But I think
the only way that happens is if you don't have talent, bruh.
Yeah.
That's the only way that don't happen.
Why do you care if people say my verse is better than yours, or who cares? We just made a hot record together.
And I'm pretty sure you've dealt with some things like that. Like,
But you
I'm trying to eat with you.
People done told me Mac verse was hotter than mine on Truly Are. You need me to make the record.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter if he hotter. You know what I'm saying? We made the record.
If this shit was hot, mine was too. 'Cause I was on it.
I was on it.
Right.
It took somebody to write that down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
You know
like,
why too? Because there is a fan base for what he do.
Yeah.
There is a fan base for what you do.
Yeah.
And then there's a fan base for you guys as a collective.
And I think the thing about it is, one, let me just make this real quick. If you are anywhere, mind you, I'm starting off. If you're trying to do a podcast or you need some tips or something, holla at me.
Oh, we got a show coming up.
Oh yeah, we got a show.
Man gonna do something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we
soon.
definitely got a show coming up for sure.
I think.
But just really that real quick plug. But in the reality of it, I think, like you said, the fear of somebody else being bigger, we have to have that trust factor. I feel, and I think that also we need to be more attentive to the reason what drives us to do what we do.
Right.
Because if you're just the money is the only motivation, you're gonna fail.
Right.
You're not gonna help anyone.
Right.
If that's your only motivation, if your motivation is not bringing the culture forward, pushing the culture forward with your talent or with your deed or with your business or with your corporation,
right.
You're gonna fail. You're not gonna
right.
You're not gonna have good nights.
Right.
You understand? That's going to eat at you. And to end with this, the motivation of us being here, I appreciate you, Tay Wall. I appreciate you, Nomad. I appreciate you, Deuce on Air. Everybody, please follow the Culture Podcast on Instagram at @the_culture now. Our motivation is you. Our motivation is our people. Our motivation is moving the culture forward and becoming economically strong. And I appreciate it. And
Damn
this has
right.
been the Culture Podcast, creating creations, exploring the minds and talents of Black independent artists. And if you want to be featured, this is now have become a monthly situation, and God is good. It's blessing. Deuce. Holla back. Thank you so much.
Peace.
The culture, who we be. The culture, all I see. IMC for the culture. It be my ID for the culture. The culture, it grows in me for the culture. For my people, I'm choosing. I'm moving, we never losing.